Welcome to Dry Grain Honey. We're still checking if they're going to make queen cells. We're just going to do a quick update on what's going on over at the apiary since I was last year filming. There's a third box there you can see. Let me tell you what's going on. Alright, since it was last year, I looked through the original big box to look for virgin queens. Now there's 2 bees in there that I thought could have been a virgin queen, and so killed them. Killed the 2 bees in there. So I added an extra frame of eggs into there then to see if they would draw out cells. But when I was going through it looking for the queens, I was putting in extra frames that I'd looked in this little nuke box. And then at the end there I just thought, well, it's either going to live or it's going to die. So I just left those frames full of bees in the nuke box, covered it up with grass, pointed a different way. I thought, if they ever made queen cells in the big hive, and if bees stay in this little nuke box, I'm just going to run the queen into this little nuke box, and they live or they die. You know, they live or they die. The green big hive there on the background, that's going to be the main hive that we're going to work from, try and get our splits from this year now. The unpainted one, it's going to come right on its own if it ever started making queen cells. So if it's made queen cells, I'm going to put it all back together and run the queen into the big one. But if it hasn't started making queen cells, it'll either come right on its own or it won't. And it is what it is. We're suited up, the smoker's lit. It's going to have a look for a queen cell then, is it? This is how they're looking. Yeah, I left a bit of an empty gap in there. I got some frames there to fill up. So this is how they're looking. There's a frame of eggs in there. We're going to break through, see if we can see them. Hopefully they make a queen cells. So I think this is the frame that's got the eggs on. It's full of brood. Lots and lots and lots of brood on there. It doesn't look like they've made any, you know. Doesn't look like. What do you think? I don't think so. We'll shake off the bees and have a look. They haven't made any. They haven't made any. They got enough wax to cap the brood. This was all just eggs. So I'm confident that there is some kind of queen in there. Confident. So this frame is going back into the green hive. That's developing brood there, brooding stages. Oh well. It was make or break for that hive today. It was either going to have queen cells, we'll have to get on with it. Now it looks like a couple of the bees have flown back. We'll have a look in the nuke. But we're just going to leave this hive alone now. Fill it up with foundation. Just give it some feed and leave it. That's how it looks. Bees there. Well, these are all full. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frames of bees. Now I really should. I'll check in another frame now just to see if there's eggs. But I might give these another dribbling over with the Veromed. Can't see why one hurt. Since the brood's gone in, they are much calmer. I'll give it that. There, well, I just checked through now, there's no eggs at all. They're bringing in plenty of honey. Well, they're bringing in plenty of nectar, they're bringing in pollen. They're chilled right out since the brood's gone in there. But I'm just going to shut them up, just leave them to it. Somewhere in there, logic would say, is a queen that I just haven't been able to find. We'll find out in May or something, is it? We'll come back and have a look. I'm just not going to go into these at all until at least the middle of May. I'm going to give them at least a month. We'll see what goes on. I'm going to put this frame of brood back into the green hive. They're not taking any bees away from this one. That was just a test. Fill it up with foundation. That's it. There it is. It's back up to 11 frames. See you in May. So nice breakfast colony. Oh, look at these guys just chilling. We're going to put the frame back in, shut them up. We'll probably leave these for about 2 or 3 weeks as well. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frames of foundation that they got to fill up. They're not swarming for a while. We just leave them build up nice and strong. And then, well, maybe after about 10 days, I'll come back and we'll do some brood manipulations. get the brood getting nice and even. In fact, I'm going to do a start of a brood manipulation here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put this mostly capped frame, probably the frame that's got the most capped stores, the most capped brood rather. I'm going to put it on the outside of the brood nest with the frame of stores next to it. What this will do is encourage the bees, well, it'll encourage the queen to lay into that next frame, the frame with the stores in, and it'll also encourage it to lay in the frame next to the mostly capped and emerging brood, which will be the frame with the least amount of brood in it, if I'm making sense. So it'll increase the egg laying of the queen and will start to equalise the brood nest. Now this frame here has got the queen on it. Do you want to see? There she is running around. This will be the newly laying frame. She'll be laying on this. She'll be laying on this frame. I'll put it back. Put it back in there nice. I'm going to put the frame capped and emerging brood. Youngest brood side in. Most capped on the outside. I'll put it in there next to a frame of stores. So we've got stores, capped and emerging brood, brood, I think stores. Drone comb, foundation. So this will be our main nest. Get this one up and going. Well, they did stay. They did stay. 2 or 3 frames of bees in there. So what we'll do, I'll run put another frame of foundation in there now, and we're going to put the queen in this little nuke. Mate, chill out. Yeah, so we'll put the queen in this little nuke. Happy days, good. So that's a split in the same apiary, and quite a lot of these bees stayed. Well, that's it. We got a box to run the queen in. That big hive ain't getting opened up for a couple of weeks. We've got a queen nice and laying in this green one. Who knows, we might be able to make some splits after all. So I'm just gonna put some feed in for these bees now. Give them something to do while they're waiting for their new queen. Shave down this feeder so they don't get stuck in the lid. And jobs are good then. See you again next time.